So being in Duktan district, I also had several other sort of side adventures, experiences. At one night, the district chief, who was a Vietnamese army major, what we call my counterpart, the man who I advised, with whom I coordinated, providing support to all of his military and civilian efforts, sent over one of his most trusted emissaries. And he whispers to me and said, "There's a very important political mission. The district chief wants to invite you to go with him." I said, "Whoa, this is something. It's night. We're going to get in the Jeep and drive down the road." He invites me to go with him. And we drive out to one of the villages on the good part of the road, so it wasn't so dangerous. And I don't know what we're going for. It's a political mission. And, being a would-be foreign service officer, political reporter in an embassy, I thought maybe this is a chance for me to write some exciting report. And we get to this house, and there's a big crowd around it, and a lot of people outside peering in the window of the house. And the lights are on kerosene lamps, no electric lights, illuminating the house. And he explains to me this is the home of the local elected member of the South Vietnamese House of Representatives. This is a very significant political representative. And I said, "Oh, well, we're going to go in and have drinks with him." And we're led into this sort of main room, and there he is, the elected senior representative, laid out flat on a bed in the middle of the room, tubes hooked up to him, his eyes closed, he's breathing, and we've been invited to come and witness his death. And there's family that are around him, ministering to him, putting little drops of water in his mouth, holding his hand. Suddenly all stop doing that, turn to welcome us. And we're ushered in to the sort of prime seating in the front row on these benches, right next to him. So he's maybe like 2 feet away from me, laying flat on this bed. I'm there. People are saying, "Would you like coffee?" Yes, okay, because you don't want to refuse gracious hospitality. Please, could I have sugar and milk with it? And so we brought out Vietnamese coffee, and we're sipping the coffee, watching him. And he's, breathing, labored breathing in this. Families all around him. Here's the senior district chief, the most important person from the government. Here's his American advisor, all sorts of other village notables sitting around. And suddenly, a little bit after 8 o'clock, he takes a big, deep breath, exhales it, and stops breathing. And suddenly, there's a great commotion, and people start standing up and saying the time. It's 8:02, 8:03. The district chief, looking at his watch, and he being the most senior person is thought to be the most authoritative, says it's 8:04. So that became the official minute of death. Very important for consulting geomancers about your fate and your afterlife. And suddenly, on cue, his family all starts crying. They knew he was going to die. They were prepared for it. Everybody starts crying. And white gowns, headcloths are brought out, and everyone puts on white garb, wrap their heads in white, and begin the process of mourning. And as they're doing that, they're preparing the body for burial, putting scents into the mouth of the deceased. And I'm sitting there, transfixed by something I've never, ever experienced in my life. The district chief then explained to me that we can go now. We paid our respects. This man was a representative of a very special religious group called the Hòa Hảo Buddhist, who were the predominant religion and political force in the district, and he had done what was necessary. And I had had this incredible experience that I never would have ever imagined I would have in becoming a Foreign Service officer.